What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and as you can tell from the title down below, I have a very special review for you. I have finally seen Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods, and I would like to give my official review out. Now, I would like to warn that there are a couple of spoilers for those of you who have not seen this, so if you haven't, fair warning, I would definitely check this out before actually watching this review. Now, in a nutshell, Battle of the Gods really follows the story of the god of destruction of their particular universe named Bills, and he hears from his teacher Whis, hope I said that right, that Frieza has been destroyed by a Super Saiyan, and then Bills goes on kind of a little bit of a discussion talking about that he wants to battle a being called the Super Saiyan God. And so he comes to Earth and meets with King Kai and Goku, and Goku's up there with King Kai just doing some basic training, and he actually meets Bills, and King Kai is like absolutely shocked that Bills, the god of destruction, is there, and Goku actually wants to actually fight this guy because he hears that, oh, I think, maybe like, because King Kai seems kind of worried, and so let's have a quick fight. And so Goku pushes himself to Super Saiyan 3, and they fight, and quite possibly one of the most shocking things ever happens in that particular fight. But I'm not going to spoil it because if you've seen this movie, then I'm sure you were shocked just as well. Anyway, as the movie progresses on, Bills then heads to Earth to talk with the other Saiyans, and it's Bulma's birthday, and everyone's kind of having a good time, and Bills arrives at the party, and he runs into Vegeta, and apparently Vegeta has heard of Bills, and he's actually somewhat met him before, so he knows how incredibly powerful Bills actually is. And Bulma actually invites him to her party, and the funny thing about Bills is Bills reminds me a bit of like the way normal Boo was, as in he's this incredibly powerful being, but he kind of acts like a kid. Like he really likes to eat a lot of food, and he likes dancing around, and so he doesn't really seem like a bad person. So that's one thing I really liked about Bills, was he wasn't your stereotypical main villain of the Dragon Ball series where he's just evil and he wants to just destroy everything in sight. And, as the movie progresses on, he wants to find out more about Super Saiyan God, and then something happens between Bills and Boo, and it causes some type of, conflict, and then all of a sudden all the Z Fighters are taking on Bills, and then he just utterly wastes them all. And then there's a really great moment that, I really wish they had extended it a little bit more. And that's when Bills is about to finish off Vegeta, and then Bulma shows up and, slaps Bills, but not really, and then Bills just slaps the hell out of Bulma, and then Vegeta just loses it. And apparently he is able to even push himself in a way further than Goku Super Saiyan 3, which this is actually one of the small little gripes that I had with this film, is that I'm a little bit confused about how they're labeling these power levels, because this isn't the first time we've seen something like this. Because if you recall back early on during the Cell series, or saga, when Goku was training with Gohan, he actually revealed that he could actually push himself beyond Super Saiyan 2, but he didn't want to use it in his fight against Cell because he said that he was so big and bulky that he couldn't really move around as well as he could. Yet, officially, Gohan was the first person to actually push himself to Super Saiyan 2. So I'm wondering how these power levels work. Is there official Super Saiyan 2 and there's Ascended Saiyan and that's more powerful? So I was just a little bit confused about that. And then Goku actually arrives back down on Earth, and he says, okay, we'll find a way to bring forth the Super Saiyan guy, and they actually try to cheat a little bit, and they call the Eternal Dragon to kind of grant their wish, and then the funny thing is, Shinra the Dragon, he actually freaks out a little bit because he sees Bill, so, that tells you something when the all-powerful dragon knows about Bills and he is scared. And he explains exactly how you make a Super Saiyan God, and they do it. And I really thought it was real kind of interesting how you summon a Super Saiyan God. And then Goku ascends to Super Saiyan God, and then him and Bill start fighting. And the thing about with this particular fight was that they're constantly talking throughout this entire fight for the most part. And Bill says, you know, doesn't feel like you're really pushing yourself to your limit. And then Goku says, you know, I don't even like being in this form because I had to take energy from my friends in order to be able to combat you. And this part also kind of just disturbed me a little bit because this isn't the first time that he's actually used the energy of others in order to combat a very powerful opponent, because 2 times that I recall him doing this is when he uses the Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb does not come from him. He has to borrow energy from all living things on the planet. So, and then again, he does this in his first battle with Broly. Because if you recall correctly, Broly was completely dominating his ass, and the only way he was even able to even have a chance of beating was he had to take energy from everyone nearby. And I still don't really understand exactly what that form was, but it was kind of like, not exactly Super Saiyan, but his body was just glowing, and he was able to deliver one punch and take out Broly that way. So the fact that he's complaining that he had to take energy from other people in order to combat Bills was a bit disturbing. And really, as the fight progresses on, Goku and Bills actually do some really good back and forth action, and the film finally ends, and it's revealed that Goku is really unable to beat Bills. He technically loses because he can't really control his Super Saiyan God form, but Bills just states that, okay, you're actually pretty strong, and he has a lot of respect for him, so he will not destroy Earth. And Bills and Whis actually go back to their universe, and they reveal before leaving that this is only the 7th universe out of, I believe, 12. And so if you think I'm strong, Whis is even stronger, and so it is clear that Goku is no longer so powerful. I mean, there used to be a time when we thought Super Saiyan 3 Goku was so incredibly powerful. That's ended. And that's really the movie in a nutshell. And I have to say, I really, really enjoyed this film. The one thing that I liked most about it is that it certainly feels a lot different than every other Dragon Ball Z film. Usually it's really just it's just jam stuffed with fighting. But there's actually a good amount of comedy and a good amount of character interaction. I mean, I really liked Bills as a character because he isn't generic. He actually has a bit of a funny side. So I really would like to see him again in a future film, and I really hope that they make one. And it definitely doesn't have its stereotypical ending for most Dragon Ball films or even Dragon Ball major fights, as in, you know, everyone's trying to fight this thing, and then Goku comes at the last minute, comes up to some powerful level, and then totally dominates the opponent. That doesn't happen. But the main thing that I take from this film is that it seems to open a door to expand the Dragon Ball Z lore. You know, not including GT. But since it's revealed that this is only the 7th universe, my only question is what other beings from what other universes will actually come to the 7th realm and take on Goku. And it even opens up the door for the possibility that we could even see Vegeta reach Super Saiyan God. Because personally, I wasn't too impressed with the overall look of Super Saiyan God Goku. And there's even a moment where Vegeta even says that, you know, next time I'm going to become Super Saiyan God. And Goku says, you know, absolutely. So there's even a possibility that if they do a second Dragon Ball Z movie after this, that we could see Vegeta reach Super Saiyan God. And if so, we could actually see a fusion. So that's what I really want to see. I really want to see a fusion between 2 Super Saiyan Gods and to combat Bills, because Bills even admitted that he had used like about 70% of his energy, which I'll say is quite impressive. But overall, I absolutely enjoyed Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. I won't say it's the best Dragon Ball Z film that I've ever seen, but it's the best one that I have seen in a very, very long time, and I would absolutely recommend that you find some way of finding this online so you can see it for yourself, and I would give this an A-. Definitely go check this out. I hope the English sub version comes out soon, because I was actually watching the Japanese version, and maybe if there's some extras on the Blu-ray, I'll definitely review that as well. And if you'd like this review, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to track to meet my future movie, video game, and video topic videos. And like always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.